Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading about a family member who is misleading you in some way. We'll find out exactly what the motive is, or at least, the base, right? But we've got somebody here who knows something but feels like they have some kind of obligation here to keep this information from you. But I feel like you've already got a little bit of intuition telling you that this person maybe isn't being fully honest with you. It feels more of like a lie by omission than, somebody who's going all out to create a story. You know what I mean? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to start with the Egyptian tarot. You may find a couple of flecks of paint because I just got back from painting. So feel free to make fun of me. We have the Ace of Chalices and Two of Swords in the reverse with the Three of Chalices. So there's something here that is concerning a love situation, but there's somebody else's nose that's like square in the middle of it. And I feel like the entire reason that that person is putting their nose in this business that isn't theirs is because there's somebody who's been a little too decisive and going down the path that this person would prefer they not go. Hi there, Miss Patricia. I hope you're having a good day. So, you may be dealing with somebody who has Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in their chart with the Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Three of Cups. But I also feel like that somebody in your family has reservations. And I don't mean for dinner. Four of Cups. So, on top of having several chalices, I'm just going to point out we had 1, 2, 3. Two of Swords being in the middle in the reverse. And now we have 4 and 5. That's kind of incredible. So we've got somebody here who's trying to direct another person into rejecting a situation or a person. And the reason they're wanting to do this is because they can't motivate somebody to do something else. There is a need to bring somebody else in to make somebody believe that they can't accomplish something that they want. And I really do feel like this is a family member. It could be that there's some sort of change that would happen in your life if you chose this other course, and they don't care for that outcome. So they're encouraging leaving somebody in the past when you feel drawn to reconcile or at least talk things out. Hi there, Casper. How are you doing? So I really feel like there's something to a bit of control here, right? Somebody who's maybe used to providing you guidance and assuming that you would just listen to that and not necessarily like verify what you're being told. So this is the Marigold Tarot. Page of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse. There are concerns here surrounding money, and I feel like there's kind of a sense of entitlement here that somebody would kind of bail another person out. Either reduced rent or paying for groceries or something even like an outright loan. Judgment in the reverse, Ten of Wands in the reverse. But there's a sneaking suspicion here that somebody's had in terms of this ask or this request is something that could, I want to say, go longer than this person intends or says. There's just like a a nagging feeling that this request should be denied. Under the Five of Wands in the reverse, we have, holy shit, you guys. The Five of Wands in the reverse. Spirit's like, I said what I said. And then we have the King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse, along with the Nine of Cups. So there's definitely some manipulation going on here. We may end up seeing the Magician coming out, possibly in the reverse, but we've got somebody who's trying to control somebody else's perspective, and it concerns what they want or what they consider like wish fulfillment. Actually, we're going to move to another one. We're going to use the Kipper. Courtship in the reverse and concern. Family room in the reverse and message in the reverse. There's something that needs to be communicated here regarding a familial relationship. So brother and sister, parent and child, something like that. About a living situation. It feels to me like there are parents or siblings that would be concerned or outright upset if they found out somebody was moving away, and this conversation has just been kind of grinding on somebody's brains, just like, oh, I know I need to have this conversation, but I haven't had the right timing, right? But there could be a little bit of procrastination here, because it does look like with courthouse, there's something official that has been figured out. We have privileged lady in the reverse. And I feel like that's our family member. Almost like there's somebody here who feels like you owe them or this person owes them. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting with that. We're going to continue with the Golden Art Nouveau. Something about the Page of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's some sort of justice being delivered here in terms of somebody doing something they shouldn't have done or not doing something they should have done. And it's like they're kind of surprised that there are consequences for their actions. So again, there's a little bit of like entitlement here. Two of Swords in the reverse, right underneath the Two of Swords in the reverse that came out the first time. And the Six of Cups in the reverse. So there is somebody here who has been trying to keep things as they were and not let things change. There's a new chapter that's meant to start, and somebody keeps like tinkering with different details or pieces of information to try to control another person. Nine of Wands in the reverse, but this person's going to end up having to give, like, basically they're going to have to be honest about what they've been doing, hold themselves accountable, or at least like admit to something, because they can't continue to do what they've been doing. There's something that interferes with their little plan, and with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, they're going to be revealed for somebody who's been trying to prevent something for you. So specifically for most of you, this is something about your finances or stability, possibly even just a sense of loyalty. But there's clarity coming for whatever the situation is, and it helps you to move forward with this communication that hasn't gone so well in your head. All right, we're going to continue with the situation deck. Hi there, Miss Christina. Awesome. All right. Love in the reverse. Tragedy in the reverse. TikTok. So there's somebody who's been denying that they have done something that now has to basically, you know, kick nothing in the air and like look kind of ashamed because they're caught. They know that what they said they didn't do, they did actually do, and there's nothing really that they can cling on to in terms of, well, maybe this is what happened instead. It's just like obvious. And I think it really has to do with making somebody else like pay for something or make their life easier. For some of you, it might be free childcare or I don't know. We've got unexplainable pull, can't resist, magnetic, and intervention, rescue others involved. So there's possibly another player here that is kind of providing more practical guidance to the person that I'm reading for. And this is why we have intervention, right? But there's also something that I feel like somebody was drawn to, just kind of like assuming they would find a piece of information. Maybe it was a social media account, maybe it was somebody's calendar, credit card records, something like that. There was a revelation that made it a little bit more clear. Yeah. See, he's like holding a photo. So there's some sort of proof that has somebody else concerned because they know that whatever they've done is going to be discovered. I've been saying this whole time that it was family. So now there are discussions being had, and it could be with another family member, but it's definitely about this situation because there's concern that you know what's going on. Ooh, terrifying. All right. We're going to use the, how about the Tarot de la Nuit? I always feel like I'm saying that wrong. Ooh, that's so cool. Yeah, I'll have to share at some point. I have a lot of my art in storage right now, which kind of makes it difficult, but I still have some pictures already. All right, we have the Page of Swords, this time in the upright. So for some of you, this information is indeed on social media. For others of you, this is more so a commentary on somebody who feels like they need to watch you. And I think this Hierophant is more so about somebody who is really rigid with regards to their beliefs. They don't really step outside the lines, really, you know? Aw, you guys are so nice to each other. But we also have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this is somebody who is on the outs with somebody else in your family or was already on the outs with you. So I think you stood up for yourself, and somebody who didn't expect you to is kind of trying to figure out how they can handle the situation to get the desired outcome. We have the Devil and the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, they're planning, plotting, talking about what they could do because they want to have the end result that they have pictured. The Emperor in the reverse is all about control, somebody who basically exerts their will over others, right? And the Devil is about holding people back, burdens that slow us down. Exactly, Chariot in the reverse. If the Chariot were in the upright, that would mean we've got somebody who's able to move forward, who is actually moving at pretty quick speed, because that's the fastest moving energy in the entire deck. But it's in the reverse, indicating somebody has been held back. And because it's coming out with the King of Pentacles, this is out of a sense of responsibility or duty because you feel like you owe somebody something or somebody told you you owe them something. And this has had consequences that I don't think you really appreciate, but somebody else is pretty stoked over because it has to do with the Fool in the reverse holding you back from a new beginning. Ten of Wands and Death in the reverse. So whatever this person didn't want to end, whatever arrangement or living situation or financial benefit, whatever it is, there is an end coming, and they tried to stop it, but they can't. Mostly because you are able to change even without people's permission. So I think they were kind of banking on your loyalty, or even in some cases like submission or respect, because they may be older than you and have like an expectation that you listen to what they say. For some of you, this is a mother figure. Remember, we had the Queen of Cups as the pre-shuffle, and now we have the Empress. So that's quite often somebody who is in like a mothering type of energy, right? However, this is coming out with the Five of Wands in the reverse. We had that come out here as well and right below it. So that's 3 times we've had it in the reverse. And Empress is number 3. Enough numbers for you guys. But we've got somebody here who may have done what they did because they thought it was best for you, or this Empress is actually your energy and demonstrating the fact that you weren't willing to fight with somebody. We have 2 energies that are quite powerful and I would say admirable in terms of being kind-hearted but also firm with regards to boundaries. And the King of Pentacles is someone that you can count on. So this, I think, is the combination of energy that was being meddled with, right? So I see this as probably a couple, right? Probably you and your person. And then we had somebody else. We had the Queen of Cups. That's either your person or the person who's been messing with you. But we've got unavoidable abundance. So whatever they tried to do, you've been able to free yourself from that situation. They maybe don't realize it now, but they will. And it's right underneath magnetic. So it's like you're drawing in whatever that abundance is, which is very much so both Empress and King of Pentacles energy. It's something that is kind of like unavoidable for those energies. 10 of Wands. We just had that right here. And it's interesting because it's clarifying our anxiety card, meaning somebody is anxious over the fact that you're about to put down a burden, that you're about to move forward without having to deal with something somebody wants you to have to deal with that isn't yours. Some benefit that they have that you're somehow responsible for. Maybe you pay for their cell phone. Magician and Page of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse right here as well. And with it coming out next to the Magician, there's a sense that somebody was trying to exert their control over you regarding a new beginning. So they can't stop it though, if this is going to happen anyways. All right, we're going to continue with the Zodiac fortune telling cards. Hi, Dad. Yeah, if only you could be a fly on the wall, huh? Or maybe like a mosquito on the wall, because then you could like bite them too. We have money is left to you by someone who is passing away. So if you lose someone, my condolences, but this is a little bit of a heads up that there is some kind of abundance or specifically inheritance coming your way. Carry through your ideas. You will be successful. Beware of a dark presence. So we did see the Devil. I feel like there is somebody who, and we have obsession. somebody who really feels like they have the ability to tell you what to do or what not to do. So that I think is your dark presence that you need to be a little bit on guard around. You worry over small matters. So, a couple of similarities with the reading I did earlier today, but I think the main idea is you've got some protection here. Things are going to turn around and you're going to have abundance that maybe somebody was trying to block from your family. That's going to be yours, anyways. They're going to have to probably watch you succeed in something that they didn't want to see you succeed in. So, all right. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.